one of the things I wanted to talk about that I believe it was Red Fox was talking about. Let me see if I can find the tweet here for you guys. Give me 1 second. I thought I had it pulled up. I did not. Here we go. Yeah, let's do it. So I did do a reply here, but Fox Protocol Mining, you guys can go follow him on YouTube, says miners hash rate needs to account for crypto hash inflation. As more and more people come into the crypto, hash rates will continue to grow. If you're not adding about 2% is what he's determined. I don't know where this number is coming from a month. You'll never get ahead or keep up. And he's saying personally he needs to add 80 to 100 solutions a second monthly. That would be, I assume that he's making these numbers off of Flux in particular. I don't see a sheet yet necessarily with numbers that he's posted, but he brings up a good point. So the general premise is correct here. And what is that general premise? The general premise is the hash rate on any given coin is going to continue to go up, which means the difficulty is going to continue to go up. So as a crypto miner, and we've talked about this with Crypto Mining Discipline in the past, and you can go check those videos out. As a miner, you need to be increasing your hash rate to compensate for, of course, the difficulty on the network. Problem is everybody's going to be doing that. So I think it's more of an exponential problem than a flat 2%. Now that's how I would feel about it. I think that the calculations are a little bit more difficult. Here's what I can tell you. And this is just kind of an easier way to calculate it out. And it could fail, right? So here's the other problem is that we could still not do enough. But you should just stay as disciplined as possible with your cryptocurrency mining profits and reinvest it into your farm as much as possible. That means that basically from our perspective, as I say our perspective. So from my perspective, we'll just say that from my perspective, not taking out loans and trying to grow a cryptocurrency mining business means that I have to take the revenue and reinvest it into the farm. And I'm going to do that as hard as I can. And that's the difference between like the 2%, which is giving us a solid flat number, and the way I would approach it personally. Now, in addition to that, right, we have the problem of that exponential growth of difficulty on the network or any given network, right, which is going to be decreasing your profits. Is there a point at where that accelerates what you're able to keep reinvesting in? Hopefully you are in early enough to where the answer to that is no, right? But it is the potential there to still be a problem. For example, on my farm right now, one of the issues we had in January is for a majority of the month, we were down to about $200 a day, which means we really only cleared in revenue, in profit, right? I'll say profit, but spendable currency compared to fixed costs, because it's not profit if I'm purchasing more equipment, to be clear. But that was only about $3,000. That's not going to get me up to expanding as much as I need to compensate for the amount of difficulty that has gone onto the ETH network. Now, my personal strategy, we've talked about this. I am moving into ASICs for about the next 20 to 30 kilowatts, I think somewhere in between there. And then we're going to start doing 50-50 up and up. Specifically, I'm doing Bitcoin ASICs, which is the lower realm of profitable ASIC miners. The reasoning behind that is the longevity of Bitcoin mining, in my opinion, seems to be a little bit better. Now, one of the ways that we're going to be doing this is basically getting some testing equipment from BT miners and reviewing those. We actually have a coin miner on the way, the 98 terahash model. We'll be reviewing it on the channel. The way I swung that, complete transparency, was I didn't want to pay up front, and they were already a sponsor on the channel, so I traded ads for a cryptocurrency miner. Complete transparency. We will still review the miner, its return on investment, its power costs, and that will all be completely upfront. You can't fudge the numbers. They'll be there. There will be no favoritism or anything given, especially since I have to put in actually quite a bit of work to even get this, which we can discuss, I guess, in another video if you guys want to know how I handle all that. But it is quite a bit of work. But full transparency, we do have one on the way. That's how we got it. I'm pretty excited. We'll have one, and then I'll be trying to build up to more as well. I hope you enjoyed this clip from the Crypto Mining Morning Show every Monday through Friday, 7:45 a.m. Pacific and 10:45 a.m. Eastern Time. You can check out more clips here, or if you're interested in checking out the entire live show, you can check that out down here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next Tuesday.